Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I already know a lot of you guys are going to ask me, so let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off and talk about it. Strange World flopped at the box office. Am I surprised? No. Disney earned it. Yes, they earned that absolute mess. And I know what some people were like, well, they didn't really promote it well. Yeah, but they still promoted it. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I didn't see it. I just didn't know when the movie was coming out. I saw previews for it, but I didn't know when it was coming out. I, honest to God, did not know when the movie was coming out. But the only thing I did know is that, oh, look, it's our first LGBT character. I mean, black teen LGBT character in a movie. And I'm just like, yeah, because that's what parents want to take their children to go see. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? And I know a lot of people are also trying to pretend like, oh, it's Chapek's fault. No, Bob Iger greenlit a lot of these movies and shows while Iger was in charge. Iger wasn't even in charge for 2 years before he was ousted. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff still falls on Iger. And another thing too that people have to remember is that Iger has a hiring man who is in decision of what will go to streaming and what goes to theater, actually. And we come to find out, oh, the reason why they didn't want to say anything, I mean, the reason why the movie didn't go to streaming services is because of the fact that the main character is LGBT. And another thing is that we also find out that they did test screenings earlier, and Disney and fans walked out on that movie prior. So I'm kind of confused on how the hell this shit worked when you have people who said the movie was terrible from the get-go. Actual fans of the franchise said that the movie was horrible. They don't like this 3D animation nonsense. So I've been hearing that a lot. People been wanting Disney to go back to 2D because why buy Pixar if all of the Disney movies are going to start looking like Pixar? It makes absolutely no logical sense. It really doesn't. That was the whole point of buying Pixar, because Pixar was doing 3D while Disney was still doing 2D. You know what I'm saying? You got lucky with Frozen. And then you said, yep, fuck 2D. Like, it's the most dumbest shit ever. It really is. But the problem is that the movie is literally labeled as the worst animated movie, streaming. I mean, not streaming, but, it's listed as the worst performing animated movie in Disney history. And remember, this movie was released during Thanksgiving weekend, a 5-day weekend for family and kids to go and see. But remember, another thing that you guys have to remember, a lot of y'all weirdos on social media and in the entertainment news and media always want to be like, oh, fans are racist, fans are trolls, fans are homophobic or whatever and stuff like that. So why would they go and see your movie anyway? So everything was stacked against this movie any goddamn way. But it's another failure under Disney that Bob Iger has to do. People have to remember that when Chapek got in charge, he can't just cancel shit that was already in production. Yeah, he might have some stuff that's greenlit now, but that stuff not coming out for a long time. But most of the MCU, that was greenlit under Iger. And another thing, I know how some people were like, oh, Chapek was going to change the wokeness or whatever and stuff like that. Y'all do realize that he has to answer to a board. He can't just up and fire folks, and he has to do what the board agreed to. So when he had said that he wasn't going to do it, the board came back and probably told him, Iger, the company really believes that we should make a stand against this Florida bill and all that kind of nonsense. He can't say no. He really can't say no. It's just like the president. Y'all have to remember, just because you're the president, elected or whatever, all that kind of nonsense, you still have to follow by and answer to people. You know what I'm saying? Which, guess who he had to answer to? To the board. Strange World was always going to flop at the box office. You know what I'm saying? But this whole nonsense of, the fans are racist or homophobic or whatever. First off, everybody is used to a biracial marriage. I don't know why people thought that we would want to understand a biracial marriage or a biracial family. And it's barely any white guys. And of course, the females are empowered and looking like buff dudes. Wow. And the main character, who's a teenage boy who's into boys. Yeah, because that's what parents want to see. Oh, and the dog is even disabled. What? What kind of message is that? Like, you're not going to get parents to go and take their children to go see it. And even then, you want to preach to people about environmental bullshit and how the white man is wrong and all that kind of nonsense. How are you going to convince parents to go and take their children to a family movie where half of your cast craps on the damn father, dumbasses? I just make it make sense. Like, come on now, y'all do dumb shit and then expect something different. You play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. What did you think was going to happen? You can't expect something to change if you're not willing to change. You're going to have to change things around if you want people to respect or watch your movies. And then another thing is, a lot of people said that they'll wait for Disney Plus. They're going to wait for Disney Plus for Black Panther. They're going to wait for Strange World, and they might wait for Avatar if it comes out. All of these Disney products, because you made it so. And now we find out the company literally is almost lost $2 billion on Disney Plus itself, because a lot of those movies cost a lot of goddamn money. And you just throw them on streaming services like it ain't nobody business. What the hell is wrong with you? You forgot that you have to make a profit from these movies? Like, for instance, why the hell wasn't Disenchanted not in theaters instead of Strange World? You would have did better with Disenchanted in theaters during the Thanksgiving holiday instead of Strange World, which originally Disenchanted was supposed to be in theaters. So it was kind of weird that you even did that. Then you spent almost $180 million on Strange World. Why? Like, the movie done lost $140 million. $80,000 for its opening day. I mean, its opening preview. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we saying right now? What are we saying right now? I just don't understand what the hell is going on at this point. Like, everybody want to try to make excuses, but remember, y'all have to make these movies entertaining, and you have to make it where the parents want to take their children to go see it. Stop trying to tell parents how to raise their children, and stop trying to put political messaging of sexual orientation. And it's always people who ain't fucking got children trying to tell other parents how they're not supposed to feel, or how the average person isn't supposed to feel. Guess what? That is abnormal to be LGBT. And trying to teach that to children, to 5-year-olds or whatever, no. We're going to leave it at that. I'm not saying that some children don't have parents who aren't LGBT. No one's not saying that. But that's more of a rarity than just a normal occurrence. It doesn't work like that. You can't just force that on somebody and then think they're just supposed to be like, yep, this makes sense. No, it don't. It don't make the damn sense God gave. It really doesn't. And y'all got to stop that shit. Y'all really do. Trying to force parents to like this shit, trying to force parents to accommodate to this nonsense, it does not work. It really doesn't. You can get mad all you want to, but the truth is in the pudding. The truth is in the pudding. So either you straighten up, you give the customers what they want, or you shut the hell up and you take the lumps. And another thing too, stop assuming that every movie that you make, Disney, is supposed to be a success, because that's not how that works. If I don't like your movie, if I don't feel like the movie's not good enough, guess what? I'm not going to go see it. And you don't have the right to say that, oh, families and the fans are racist and misogynist and homophobic or whatever, because they don't want to see your trashy ass political agenda, damn, I guess whatever you want to call it, movie. You can't make people go see something that they don't like. Newsflash, that's entertainment. That stuff is that is an economy. I mean, not an economy. That is an commodity, which means that You have to earn my money for that. And guess what? It wasn't good enough for me. It wasn't good enough for families. It wasn't good enough for the regular people. And on top of that, it wasn't good enough for most people around the world. They didn't want it. They didn't want it. It is what it is. But you shut the hell up and you take the damn lumps. Stop trying to blame everybody else and look at self. Y'all the ones who greenlit this bullshit. You the one that wanted to put LGBT, biracial, diversity check boxes and bullshit into the movie instead of telling a good ass story. That's the problem. At least with other Disney blockbuster failures back in the day when they did animated movies, at least they had a story. And nowadays people are appreciating these movies back in the day. I mean, hell, y'all trying to compare to Treasure Planet. And Treasure Planet was 10 times better than Strange World. Hell, Treasure Planet is 10 times better than half the bullshit y'all produced this year. And that's real talk. But hey, keep going down this dumbass path, Disney. I love when you do something stupid. But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.